Never before has consciousness reached the levels that we've reached, because so much light, so many prayers, doesn't matter what you believe, as long as you believe in love, all those prayers are adding to this tsunami of grace that is coming. It's here. It's here. So soul body fusion helps you hold more of it in your body, because it doesn't do humanity good if we have all this light and all this grace coming, but we're disconnected from our soul. We're disconnected from that life force energy. Welcome. I'm Jonette Crowley, author of Soul Body Fusion and The Eagle and the Condor. And welcome to our second Soul Body Fusion live stream video. First of all, gratitude to everything that everyone is doing to grow spiritually during these difficult times. And we're all in our homes doing what we can, meditating, joining Zoom classes, just being with ourselves or our family. And we don't know what's happening, but I have the ability to look out overall in all of consciousness. And what I can see, and it's so exciting, is that never before has consciousness reached the levels that we've reached. Most of you have been taking part in mass meditations, and there's more and more of those. Keep doing them. But I saw that on March 22nd, there was a huge jump in humanity's consciousness. I saw it jump what I'll call it 2 quantums. And we saw the Schumann resonance when we've done these mass meditations has moved from a normal of 7 to 8 hertz to 76 hertz. And we're seeing much more resonance and indication that our work is doing something. So thank you. So let me just tell you a little bit about me, because so many of you are new to me, and thank you for that. And how Soul Body Fusion started. Then we're going to do 2 transmissions so you can feel for yourself what this does for you. So I call myself a spiritual Indiana Jones because I'm always going to new places, leading spiritual tours, going to new dimensions. I'm a channel. I channel a guide called Mark, of all things. And I've been channeling him weekly for 30 years. And he teaches us how to really navigate in these higher dimensions. And you might ask, why? And what I'm understanding is, as I increase my frequency, as my body can hold more of the light that's out there, the light, the power, the wisdom, the oneness, and I can hold it in my body, my whole life changes. Prior to Soul Body Fusion, I was doing what I had always done. I had 2 worlds. I had my physical world, my business world, and then I had my spiritual life. And they were not connected. And I never thought that was a problem until one day in 2011, I could really see that gap of me not grounded. I was doing great spiritual work, but it wasn't necessarily impacting my life. My health still wasn't great. My relationships weren't always great. So I asked the question, what can I do? And so I was given this tool. It didn't have a name then. I was just shown how to connect my spiritual self, which I saw way out there, with my body. During the first time when it happened, I didn't feel anything. And I'm telling you this in case today you feel nothing during the transmission. I felt nothing, but I sat there with this intention in this space that I was told to go to by my guides. And afterwards, I went out I was in a public conference, and people said, Jonette, you look radiant, which was a bit odd because it was before breakfast. So I thought, wow, I'm onto something. I don't feel it, but other people can see a change in me. So of course, my next question was, can I do this on other people? Because it's not any good if it's just for me. So I had a personal session session that day, and my client came in, and I said, let me do this thing with you. Again, it had no name then. And I didn't touch her, so I know that it doesn't matter with touch, because now I've broadcast soul body fusion, and you feel it because we're all connected in the quantum world. But this woman, she started shaking, and she says, oh my gosh, my cells feel like they have light in them. She goes, oh, I've never felt my body before. And this is a woman who is over 60. And I could tell that this transfusion of her soul into her body was so huge that it was like she had major surgery. And I told her she needed to sleep for 24 hours, which she basically did. And she emailed me after that and said that that changed so much that it was almost as if she could feel enlightenment in her body. So after that, I just kept asking my guides, how do I share this? Can I teach it? Because I didn't know if it was just a gift I had or if this was transferable. So I started to teach classes, right, as an explorer, and other people could do it too. So now I teach classes all over the world. If you go to my website, JonetteCrowley.com, you'll see a list of teachers all over the world. They teach classes in your languages, in Dutch, in Polish, all over the world. And it's become a movement. And here's the book. This is a book in English. It's now in, I think, 12 languages. So that's how it started. It's just me trying to get myself together and realizing that everybody else kind of had that problem too. So I call the book, I call the technique Soul Body Fusion. Explains it. And the subtitle of my book is The Missing Piece for Healing and Beyond. Because how can we be healthy or balanced if we're not fully present? So when you do soul body fusion, you can keep doing it. So the last transmission I did was 21 days ago, and I'm going to do another one in 21 days, which is May 14th. And while this crisis is still going every 21 days, I will do this for everyone. So what else do I need to say? I'll take a drink from my soul body fusion cup. All right, so we're going to do a 10-minute transmission, and your job is to stay fully in your body. So even if the energies come in and they're high, don't meditate. Don't go to where I always lived in this other nice world. Stay in your body, and to do that, it's helpful if you just keep scanning your body. How do my hands feel? How does my pelvis feel? Are my feet hot? Do I feel my chest opening? So there are all kinds of feelings that you may have, including not much at all. I didn't feel much at all. Now I feel a lot because I'm more used to it, which, the fact that the first time I did it, I didn't feel much at all, probably shows how absolutely disconnected I was from my body. I just realized that. All right. So I'd like you to put your hands palms up as if you're receiving your soul from outside yourself. Obviously, your soul's everywhere, including inside yourself. But rest your hands on your lap. And I put my hands down like I'm touching your fingers lightly, and I'm telling your divinity to come fully into your body. Pay attention to what you feel and try not to think. It's not about, oh, what's that mean? And how come it's only happening on the left side of my body and not the right? Your soul is in charge. It knows what to do. Some people have headaches while this happens. Some people feel pains moving around. Some people laugh. Some people cry. Some people Wonder what's happening? Got it? So, thank you all for being here. It's just so amazing. So, for 10 minutes, be in your body, not meditating, opening to receive your highest frequencies, your divinity, your glory, your wisdom. You can keep your eyes open or closed. Try to relax. This is not a mental exercise. Pay attention to what you feel in your body, any shifts at all. You might actually feel bigger, and that's good. And some people feel denser. It's like your soul isn't used to gravity, so it feels heavy at first. That's okay. For some people, you feel lighter and more expanded. Doesn't matter. Everyone is different, and it's all perfect. Can't do it wrong. It's your soul. If you need to move a little, that's fine. Just really inhabit your body in a different way, more fully, more of your light here. Notice if your hands are hot or if they're tingling. Notice if there's some presence in your legs. Are you really in your feet? Keep scanning your body from the inside. It's so you don't meditate, so you're not off thinking. Really be here. It's okay if those emotions are coming up. When these new frequencies come into your body, they dislodge things that have been suppressed or just need to be shaken loose so that you can hold more light. So, any emotions that break open, it's all good, really good. Notice if it feels like there's more space in your body, that you can feel the space between your atoms. Because that space, that's the quantum world. That's where all the frequencies, that's where your divinity and light is. In the space between your atoms and your cells. Until you're getting higher and lighter, stay in your body though. We're embodying our divinity, our soul. Sometimes it feels like champagne bubbles, like there's this happiness or joy that's being unleashed. Notice if you feel that. Couple more minutes in this session. Can you notice that you feel more aligned, more balanced, that maybe your spine changes a little bit, your head moves? One more minute. I wait till I can feel the energies kind of slow down a bit. Okay, kind of move. So our first transmission is done. We'll do another one. But we take an energetic break now. So grab yourself some water. Water is very important because these high frequencies, when they come into your body, it's like a huge detox. And heavy energies, toxins, places where your cells are holding on to junk, begin to be released. So please, in the next few days, in this process, it lasts 21 days, but you really feel more changes in the first 3. Drink a lot of water, or else you could get a headache. So let me talk a little bit about soul body and also how you can learn to do it on your own. My book, which looks sideways or looks backwards when you look at it on your screen. Soul body is in 10 languages. Let me think if I can remember, maybe 10 or 11. English, German, Polish, Dutch, Finnish, Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, Romanian, Estonian, 11 or 12, right? So find those books. So I teach you how to do it in the book. But if you want more experience so you can really do it on other people, we have, as I mentioned, we have teachers all over the world who are teaching this, and a lot of them have started online, to teach them online. So that's inspired me. I have not taught soul body fusion online, but I realize that it's important now because with so many changes and so much fear and uncertainty in the collective, if we are not really plugged in to our personal highest frequencies, it's so easy to collapse into the fear with everyone else. So it's something we have to keep doing. I do it on myself almost daily. And most of the time I don't feel anything, but sometimes I feel a big change. Then I'm ready for something else. But so I will also be teaching an online soul body fusion called practitioner's course. So a certification course. And I've decided to do it over the solstice because that's our next power time. So the solstice is June 20th, which is a Saturday. So June 20th and 21st, I'm going to be teaching a 2-day, maybe 4 or 5 hours a day with practices, maybe 4 hours a day, a 2-day soul body fusion practitioners training course. I just decided an hour ago, so it's not up on our website. But the best thing to do for all of you is go to JonetteCrowley.com and sign up for my newsletter. It comes out once a month. One just came out yesterday. You can take a look at it because I'm talking about what's happening now. Sign up for the newsletter and we will announce it. And give us a week or so and we'll get it up on our website. So you can take the Soul Body Fusion Practitioners course from me. But there's teachers everywhere. They'll teach it in your language. That's helpful too. And the list of teachers is, of course, under our Soul Body Fusion link on my website, JonetteCrowley.com. And also, I'm going to be teaching for all of you who are already certified practitioners of soul body fusion. Hi, thanks for being here. I'm going to be doing a teacher's course online. So the first few days are going to be online, and then we'll do it in person if I'm allowed to come to Europe in September. So I didn't want to cancel it because this is a great time to reach people online. So we have information about that on our website. So what else do I want to tell you? Oh, things coming up to support you. On May 7th is going to be our final channeling from my guide, Mark, he called it the balancing in times of crisis. We started it focusing on the coronavirus, but it's much more than that. And I had part 2 last week. And honestly, it was the most and I've been channeling for 30 years. I've been doing transmissions for 30 years. It was the highest space I have ever reached. I could actually feel stars in my cells. I could feel this white light in my body. And it wasn't like energy, it was like ether. So you can still get you. So part 3 is going to be on May 14th. No, on May 7th. But you can still buy part 1 and 2, so you have the energies, and those are on my website. They're called Balancing in Crisis. I really hope we have a huge number for that because it's our 3rd one. And we're just building so much, you all. There have been so many changes that I've told, and I'll get to the transmission in a second, but I just want to fill you in that I said on March 22nd was a huge shift in humanity's collective consciousness. And again, last week, I went as a shaman to the high dimensions of the galactic councils, and I could see that darkness and heaviness and, and people who serve the darkness, that it was beginning to collapse because so much light, so many prayers. Doesn't matter what you believe, as long as you believe in love, all those prayers are adding to this tsunami of grace that is coming. It's here. It's here. So soul body fusion helps you hold more of it in your body because it doesn't do humanity good if we have all this light and all this grace coming, but we're disconnected from our soul. We're disconnected from that life force energy. So please do soul body fusion on yourself. Learn how to do it on other people. Do these transmissions again. Share this, because we will change the world to the extent we can bring this light into our bodies and then out into the collective field of all humanity and into our beautiful Mother Earth. All right, a drink of water, and we'll do our second 10-minute transmission. And then after the second one, we'll stay online and answer questions, but put in the chat what you're feeling. Because some people who don't feel much love to read that other people are feeling a lot. This second transmission is often different. That's why I always break them into, because we get a lot more bang for our buck, as we say here in the United States. And I'm coming to you from Denver, Colorado. All right, another 10 minutes, hands on your lap, self in your body, mind still. With our intention that each of us receives as much of the higher frequencies of the light of the harmony of our soul that our body can possibly handle. I usually add and then some, just so we can stretch a bit. Notice this might feel quite different than the first time. That's often the case. For some of you, it's feeling quite electrical. That's normal, and it's okay if you shake or need to move around. You're bringing in a lot. Just keep feeling what you feel in your body, mind quiet. Some of you are noticing that your crown chakra is really opening or itching, and a lot of you, I can feel that your third eye, there might be pressure there or heat, because of course your soul wants to bring you your highest intuition, your highest gifts. You feel your body relaxing, your shoulders moving down a little, breathing deeper. Notice that you don't need so much protection. We've separated ourselves because we felt unsafe in our body. And as your spirit really makes this home, you can let go of some of that anxiety and protection that really you've never known how to be without it. You're safe. Really feel safe in your body. This is a huge breakthrough. There's so much power on the other side when you feel safe and present here. Try to imagine your light, your divine self coming into every atom. Even try to imagine that it's perhaps changing or opening your DNA, keeping it virus proof. How about that? Let any unstuck emotions just come out. I mean, stuck emotions become unstuck. So, in our last 5 minutes, if you feel settled in your body, let's expand the intention to include soul body fusions for our family and friends, our communities, and just as you feel comfortable, expand the intention that their light, their soul gets more connected with our material world. So how you feel comfortable, expand it, but staying present in yourself. Include Mother Earth, all of nature in this transmission. Can you tell that as you expand the intention, it actually makes it stronger in you? Because we're doing it with so many of you, it's really strong. Another minute or so. Everyone's really changed from that first minute of the first transmission. Wow, you're more real, more alive. Bring your attention back to your heart center, so that all this magnificence that we've gathered from all the cosmos, we put back into our heart, into our bodies. Notice how your body feels different. It's almost like it heals all these frayed and frazzled nerve endings, that you're more um, whole and fluid, so that your energy field, your wisdom, your health can run through your body more. Breathe deep, grab your water. So, so as much as we can do now will pay back a million times in how we're creating the future. So, wow. Let me see if there's anything else I want to say. Well, if you haven't, since so many of you are new to me, my very favorite book is The Eagle and the Condor, and it's in 12 languages, I think 13. Um, and it really is a story of awakening, and it inspires your awakening, and it helps you really trust your path, because what this is about is all of us finding our divinity, our soul, being our own unique, and through that we make a difference. So grateful for everything you're doing, for all the communication, all the support. People are raising, rising to this occasion now. And I do know the world will be better for this imposed lockdown, which is already. Thank you so very much.